Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, the Kryptonian Saiyan here, bringing you a review for One Piece, Chapter 73. Nami is cold-blooded, man. So, in the last chapter, before my camera dropped, I said I thought maybe Nami could find a way to stab Usopp and kill him without actually killing him, to draw a lot of blood. And because of the way the panel's drawn, you can't really tell where she stabbed him, okay? But Nami might have killed Usopp. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge, man. Oh, man. I just want to show this sequence of events that led up to the stabbing, because this is some very impressive shit right here. And the other thing about it, too, like, it explains for me something that I didn't know. I was wondering where the hell she kept those rods for a staff. Obviously, she keeps them where most women that I know that have breasts, like bigger than A-cup breasts, they keep their cell phone. I mean, Nami is attacking Usopp because she's been called out. And because she's been called out, she says, I should be the one who eliminates you. And she warns Usopp beforehand that I'm not the Nami you knew. Usopp uses his smoke bomb, and Nami automatically sees through it. And that's when she sneaks up behind him. And that's what I mean, this sequence of events right here, I didn't know she was this skilled. Or maybe Usopp is just this weak, I don't know. But she clubs him with the staff, and then she takes out her knife. And right here, that's what I mean, you can't really tell how she hit him. It looks like she hit him just below the kidney, if you look. And there are arteries in that place, so given how Usopp is bleeding out, I don't know how he was hit. But just right here, just to see this, she says, die quietly. So I'm thinking she missed a vital point. And I think when she says die quietly, I think that's her way of telling Usopp, act like you're dead and just go along with this shit. Because she did say that they took 8 years worth of work and they ruined it. If you look, that's the face of somebody that isn't a hardened killer. Because again, if you just look, like her eyes are shadowed out right there. And you could say maybe darkness, but those are the eyes of regret. And she's looking out at Usopp, and you can tell she didn't want to have to do this. I mean, that's cold-blooded, man. She kicked his ass into the water. And oh man, like this was nice to see this, because it shows that Nami has combat skills. We've seen it, but just for her to put together a combo like that and then to be able to follow through with a killing blow, because again, I don't think Usopp is dead, but it's possible. And for Johnny to witness this, and for him to say, Sister Nami has killed Brother Usopp, I don't know, man. She might have been backed into a corner and didn't have a choice. And if that's the case, I can see it. But I've been fooled enough times on One Piece where I'm not going to say that he's dead. But this is, like I said, this opens up a possibility for her to have missed a vital point. And it shows that she's very clever. She's thinking no matter what's going on. And speaking of Nami and her cleverness, apparently she had this treasure map that says that there's a huge treasure on Coco Island. So, and we know that she's saying she's motivated only by money. And my thing was I thought while reading so far into this arc that her motivation for money is to buy her village back. And it explains why she has greed, one of the things that is driving her. So it, in a way, it explains it, you know, just how like when you read some stories and a character has a tragic backstory, or in real life, if you look, most alcoholics aren't alcoholics just because they took a drink one day and said, oh shit, I love the way this tastes, I'm going to drink more alcohol. That's not really the case. There's something that pushed them. There's a trigger point that pushed them, cause and effect, a butterfly effect, if you will. And it's just something that did it. And so for her, it's having to free her village. But I wonder if she's so consumed with gaining money that when she found out that there was a treasure on Coco Park or Coco Island, Cocoa Village, excuse me. If she said, I'm going to buy the village and free them, I'm going to take the treasure and move on. So I'm really wondering, because it's kind of like how when you look at agents and they're undercover for so long that they lose themselves. You know, when they're under for so long, they lose themselves. And I'm wondering, has Nami lost herself? And if that's the case, it's going to be very beautiful if Luffy's able to reach her. Because out of everyone on that crew, I think that Luffy is the one who should reach her and has the greatest impact on her, because she had a negative view on pirates, and Luffy has, and you see why now, but Luffy has changed that. And it's only fitting that with Luffy being the captain, that Luffy is the one that reaches her. Oh man, this was just a very beautiful chapter. Very beautiful. And meanwhile, while all this is going on, Luffy has reached Arlong Park and they're freaking out over something. And so I'm wondering if Johnny has told them that Nami's killed Usopp. I'm wondering if he's already told them that, because it looked like he was pretty far off. And while all of this is going on, Buggy and his crew are kicking ass on that unknown island. So there's a lot going on in the One Piece world, man. A lot of dominoes are starting to be stacked up. So when everything starts falling into place, it's going to be some very beautiful stuff going on. But for me, my chapter question for you guys is going to be, what did you think about Nami's decision to maybe kill Usopp and to follow through with kicking him into the water? I think she didn't have a choice. If she would have left him there, there's more of a chance that they would have seen that Usopp was still alive and her loyalty was already questioned. You know, she had to do it. You know, as I've told you guys countless times, my high school football coach used to say, if you screw up, you got to screw up all the way. And that's what Nami had to do, man. So that's it for this review. If you liked anything I had to say, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. As always, I'll greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching Kryptonian Saying. Have an awesome